Do you really know why your male dog insists on sleeping next to you every single night, no matter how many times you move him to his own bed? Most owners assume it is just comfort, warmth, a soft blanket, maybe the spot smells like you. That is the answer people settle for because it is easy, but it is not the real answer. There is a specific, deeper reason rooted in instinct and biology, and by the time we reach point 7, you will understand the one part of this behavior that almost no owner ever notices. The part that changes how you will look at your dog tonight when he climbs into bed beside you. 1. He is mapping you while you sleep. The obvious assumption is that your dog just wants to be near warmth and comfort. That is true on the surface, but that is not the real reason he chooses your body specifically over a perfectly soft dog bed 3 feet away. Research on canine scent processing shows that a dog's nose is built to track the smallest shifts in your scent profile, shifts caused by stress hormones, body temperature, even subtle changes in your breathing pattern. While you sleep, he is not just resting. He is monitoring you, the way a sentry watches a perimeter, except the perimeter is the rise and fall of your chest. That is not laziness. That is a dog quietly keeping watch over the person he has decided is his responsibility. He is not guarding the house. He is guarding you, and he is doing it in his sleep, between dreams, without ever being asked. 2. Sleep is the most vulnerable state he knows. Most people think sleeping next to you is simply a habit he picked up as a puppy. But that explanation misses something important. In the wild, and in the instincts still wired into every domestic dog, sleep is the single most exposed, most defenseless state any animal can be in. No alertness, no quick reaction, nothing but breathing and closed eyes. Choosing to sleep pressed against you, rather than alone, is not random. Studies on canine attachment behavior suggest dogs select their sleeping location based on who they feel safest near and who they feel responsible for protecting. He is choosing the most vulnerable hours of his day to be physically tied to you, hours when he could be hurt and never see it coming. That is not convenience. That is trust placed in your hands while his guard is down completely. And if this is already changing the way you see your dog curled up beside you tonight, go ahead and hit subscribe. Every video on this channel digs into what the actual research says about dog behavior, not just the assumptions we have always repeated. 3. He is regulating his own stress through you. The common belief is that he sleeps close because he is needy or clingy. That word, needy, gets used constantly, and it is almost always wrong. What is really happening is something closer to co-regulation. Research on stress hormones in dogs has found that proximity to a trusted person can lower cortisol levels and steady heart rate during rest. Your male dog is not weak for needing this. He is using you, biologically, as an anchor that calms his nervous system. Every owner who has ever felt a dog go heavy and limp against them in sleep has felt this happen in real time. That stillness is not nothing. That stillness is him finally letting go because you are there. 4. Body placement is not an accident. People often assume any contact counts the same, that whether he sleeps at your feet, against your back, or curled into your side, it is all just the same need for closeness. But position carries its own meaning, and it is worth paying attention to which one your dog has chosen as his default. Dogs who choose to sleep against your back or side, close enough to feel your breathing, are displaying a behavior closely tied to den instinct, the same instinct that once meant huddling together for protection and warmth in a den. Bodies stacked close so no cold air and no danger could slip between them. A dog who picks your feet is often watching the exits, positioned like a quiet sentry at the door. A dog who presses into your side is choosing your heartbeat over everything else in the room. Both are forms of devotion. They are simply written in different handwriting. 5. He is marking you as his territory, gently. This point makes some owners uncomfortable, but it deserves honesty. Scent marking is real, and sleeping pressed against you does transfer his scent onto you, and yours onto him. The obvious read is that this is about ownership, almost possessive. But the deeper truth, supported by research into canine social bonding, is that scent sharing among dogs and their chosen people functions less like staking a claim, and more like building a shared identity. He is not marking you the way he marks a tree. He is blending his scent with yours because, in his mind, you already belong to the same pack. That blending is not control, it is belonging. 6. Nighttime closeness reflects daytime hierarchy. A lot of owners think nighttime behavior exists in its own separate category, unrelated to anything that happens during the day. That assumption falls apart quickly. Canine behaviorists have long noted that sleeping arrangements often mirror the social structure a dog has built around the people in the house. If your male dog consistently chooses to sleep next to you specifically over other family members, it is rarely random. It is a quiet, nightly vote for who he considers the center of his world. He is not choosing the most convenient body in the room. He is choosing you, again, every single night, like a decision he keeps making on purpose. 7. He may be responding to changes in your body you have not noticed yet. Here is the part I promised would matter most. Some of the most striking research in this area involves dogs detecting subtle physiological changes in their owners before the owner is consciously aware of them. Shifts tied to illness, hormonal changes, or oncoming stress responses. A dog suddenly choosing to sleep closer, pressing his body more firmly against yours on certain nights, is sometimes responding to something real happening in you, something his nose or his instincts picked up before your mind did. This is not magic. It is heightened biological awareness built over thousands of years of living beside humans, refined night after night, year after year, until he can read you better than you can read yourself. But it does mean that on the nights he refuses to leave your side, refuses to settle anywhere except pressed against your ribs, he might already know something is different, even if you do not yet. That is the part most owners never stop to consider. 8. Separation triggers a real, measurable response in him. The assumption here is that he simply prefers your bed because it is more comfortable than his own, but comfort does not fully explain why so many dogs whine, pace, or stare at a closed bedroom door when separated overnight, scratching at the frame as if comfort had nothing to do with it at all. Attachment research on dogs has shown physiological stress responses, not just behavioral ones, when a bonded dog is kept apart from their person, especially at night, when the house is dark and quiet and every sound feels louder. Sleeping beside you is not only a preference, it is a way of preventing a stress response before it even starts, a small nightly act of self-protection that happens to also protect his bond with you. He is not avoiding his bed, he is avoiding the absence of you. 9. This entire behavior is a form of language, by now the obvious explanation, that he is just comfortable, has fallen away completely. What remains is something closer to communication. Every choice, the body placement, the scent sharing, the refusal to settle anywhere you are not, functions as his way of saying something he has no words for. Canine cognition research consistently points to the same conclusion. Physical closeness is one of the primary languages dogs use to express trust and attachment, because they cannot simply tell us in words. When your male dog sleeps against you, he is not failing to have boundaries. He is speaking the only language built into him for saying, "I trust you completely." He is not sleeping next to you because the bed is warm, or because the spot is convenient, or because old habits are hard to break. He is choosing, deliberately and repeatedly, the most vulnerable hours of his day to be near the one person he trusts to keep him safe. That closeness you feel at 2 in the morning, his weight against your leg, his breathing slowing to match your own, his sigh as he finally settles, was never an accident. It was a choice, made fresh every night, the same way it was made the night before. Every quiet night he climbs in beside you, he is telling you, in the only language he has ever known, that you are the safest place he has ever found, and that he intends to keep choosing you.